Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Canada Cup Season 6. We're here in Group D tiebreakers, the last coverage before we take our Christmas break. Then we will return for that last set of tiebreakers for Group C. I'm Zayori, joined today by Sir Action Slacks himself in the flesh. We've got Motpax doing our stats, and of course Pit Muckle doing the obs as well as the production. Not today versus Shazam. Shazam looking good in our first best of one earlier this eve. Mr. Slacks dominating their way to victory. Let's see if they can do it again against Not Today.
5 seconds.
Hello, Dota fans! Look what we got for you today, a Christmas miracle. If it isn't a Undying Band and a Tusk and a Gyro and a Darkseid. Wowee! All your dreams just came true! It's Not Today grabs an IO and a Doomy Doom.
A Doomy Doom indeed. We saw the Doomy Doom band out first in the last game. We questioned it, and I guess this is kind of giving some credence to the ban we saw from old Shazam there. We saw Mason play a fabulous Invoker in the mid lane, Quas Wex style, none of that Exort action, but man, he played a damn good one. Spent a lot of time sitting in lane. I have to say it was a pretty easy game for Mason, though. There's really never any pressure going his way. He had the lane to himself, got a nice early Midas. Interesting choice, though. Second pick, Ancient Apparition, to try to deal with the regenerative properties of the Wisp and the Doom. An interesting choice. We'll see how it works out. I know how much you like playing Ancient Apparition, Slacks. One of your faves, huh?
Love it. Love Ancient Apparition. I don't know. Some people are good at that. Some people are good at being cowards. I personally am not. So, not the best hero for me. Great hero overall, though. And just sit in the base, press the R button, and hope for the best.
Well, I know there's already some natural synergy here. You got that Icy Vortex, increased magic damage, Invoker throwing around a little bit of that very magic damage we're talking about. So, apples and apples and shit. You know what I'm saying, Slacks?
Apples and apples, bro. For sure. I know that saying like the back of my hand. No Tiny here today.
You think they're going to pair something crazy with the Wisp? By the way, we saw Wisp Bristleback earlier.
Yeah.
I think that combo is better than that game would have you believe.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Not sure what.
I want to see the CK, man.
CK.
CK.
Zyra, click on the click on some of the hero spells. What do you see when you do that?
Bunch of
What
pixels.
is that? What is that?
It's a blob.
That a secret? Is that an Ice Frog secret? We click on the right ones. Do we get to have Pit Lord?
I think they all look the same.
What's going on, buddy?
Yeah, I don't know, man. There's trickery afoot. That's for darn sure.
I'm sorry. Back to the game.
Better get it on Reddit, Slacks. That's free karma waiting to happen if you can write a creative story.
Look at that! It's a spooky pasta, buddy.
It's a crustacean. It's a mutated lobster.
Oh boy. I hope
Ember Spirit picked by Not Today. What a hero, huh? Going for the fiery strat, fiery sword of the Doombringer. Ember Spirit, the man made of flames. What are you thinking, Slacks?
Well, I'm not thinking too much, to be quite honest with you. Ember Spirit, pretty average hero to watch. You kind of know what he's all about. Nothing too crazy. He needs a lot of farm. He needs some items. He comes through in the back.
I like that. Yeah, we've been seeing that new trend with the Boots of Travel first. I guess you can't even really call it new anymore, but that is the current style of playing him. He's a little more elusive early on to lay that Battle Fury, but split push the lanes and just be an agile little mongoose, flipping around. Here we go. Bane by Team Shazam. I feel like Bane could even warrant an earlier pick in this rotation here. I'm surprised he wasn't banned out. He is damn good on this patch. You get that Ether Lens that we were talking about, the Magic Monocle, as some are calling it. Give you that extra reach on the Fiend's grip, gets those extra arms all stretched out, grabs you from the fog. It's good shit, Slacks. It can be quite devastating.
Oh man, I love how excited you get about stuff. You're so right. Get those Fiend's grips. So
hey man,
exciting.
doesn't that excite you? Bane just coming in from the shadows. It's so fitting, You got to get in the lore sometimes, man.
The lore, I love it. Bane was actually born from a goddess's nightmares, the goddess Niktasha. Born from her nightmares, dragged out from the realm of dreams and killed her. And then he just roams around doing shit now. That's about it. So,
cool.
Not the coolest lore, but certainly there. Someone wrote it for some reason. We got a Magnus pick on Not Today.
Another Magnus. All right, the Magnetar.
Oh!
Reserve
I
time.
do have a cool fact about Bane, though.
Okay.
So why was he born from her nightmares? Well, because he looks like Faceless Void. Natasha, the goddess, was frightened of Faceless Void's race, and he's a nightmarish version of his race, the Void people. Is that
Dire
neat?
team back.
That is actually pretty neat.
It's pretty neat.
He
Earthshaker
also
picked up.
has a good dentist.
He sure does. Look
Pearly
at that
whites.
face. You wanna give us
Earthshaker.
Earthshaker.
Basin
Rumpa-dump-dump.
tremble.
Now, why did they pick this? I'm
10
not seeing. I mean,
seconds
is
remaining.
Earthshaker the kind of hero that they want here, buddy?
Okay, well,
5
remember we
seconds
talked about
remaining.
that little ice vortex thang dang? Sorry?
Reserve
Oh.
time.
We're talking about
Um,
the lore here, pimp. Go ahead, Zyra. How rude.
Oh, that's weird. I don't think I'm muted. I think I'm all good in game.
Okay, just reconnect, just in case. Guys, if you have any of these issues in Dota2TV, just please reconnect to the game. It's reborn sometimes it's us. But we just can't, like, give 100%
I reconnected.
like, guarantee that it always works. Sometimes even switching the audio channels works. It's a bit iffy. Sorry.
Gotta toggle it.
Let's go and let's go back to...
All right, so
to
we
lore.
talked about Ice Vortex and the synergy with Invoker, right? Now Earthshaker, he's doing huge damage. It's really good with Ancient Apparition early on. If you lock him in a corner with that Fissure, maybe hit him with a Totem as well, you can usually get an Ice Feed proc. That's pretty good, you know, just hit him with the Snowballs. It's really not too shabby. A lot of magic damage on this lineup. This is a really hard team to push into. How do you break high ground against Ancient Apparition, Earthshaker, and Invoker? Even having the Bane in there, he can, you know, set things up as they charge forward. Just a nightmare to set up for the Earthshaker to go in. I feel
Here's
like
how you do it, baby.
I
Here's
feel
how
like
you
it's going to
do
be
it.
hard for Not Today to really take objectives here. How are you going to
Not
fight in the
Today?
Roach Pit against this? What are you going to do? Walk in there and just hope your Magnus is going to hit the best RP of his life? I mean, that's not a plan. That's a wish.
What you do, baby? Grab a Viper. Grab that Lance. Dragon Lance it.
What?
Nah.
Viper and a Dragon Lance? That's your solution?
That's it, baby.
Okay.
That's how
I
you
mean,
high ground. He can hit the buildings from the low ground with a Dragon Lance. Isn't that nuts?
I mean, but why
10
Viper? There's a lot of
seconds
heroes that
remaining.
could do
I
that
don't
with
know.
Dragon Lance.
He's just the first person I thought of.
Oh, okay.
He's got the corrosive skins.
He's just one of them tanky mothers, you know, flapping
Yeah,
those
bro.
wings. Yeah, I mean,
Think about it.
I guess he's as good as any. Yeah, he's, you know, he'll get a mech. He's usually pretty tanky. I don't know why in theory crafting this with you. It feels like a very
10
obscure.
seconds remaining.
You know, I can just hear you calling the play-by-play. All right, and good
5
thing this
seconds remaining.
Etherlens Viper is sitting down at the low ground. Wait, or Dragon Lance Viper is sitting down at the low ground.
Dire team
He's hitting the tower. What are you gonna do?
If this guy picks Viper, I'm gonna let you solo cast this.
Okay, actually,
So-
that's a good deal. That's a
Alright.
good deal.
Come
I
on,
swear-
Viper!
I hope they don't pick Viper. That's
Come on, not today.
wait, what did I get into here? Because they need a support though, so I don't think they will. And support Magnus is ass. Position 4 Doom. is
They've got an
ass.
IO. Come on, Viper. Come on.
10 seconds
I mean, really, who
remaining.
else are they gonna pick?
I don't know. Any
5
support is pretty
seconds
good.
remaining.
They don't need that.
You know, Disruptor is actually not a bad choice.
They're thinking about it.
Reserve time.
They're watching the stream. Who should we pick?
5
What did the
seconds
caster say?
remaining.
No.
Wow. Well, would you hear that,
Radiant
Slacks?
team pick.
Whatever,
Almost.
dude. But almost. Almost.
So,
Alright.
Shazam.
Shazam!
Looks like it's a core Earthshaker. They're going to need their position 1 here.
Dragon Knight.
Interesting.
Oh,
So is it
like
a
the
safe
Dragon
lane
Knight.
Dragon Knight?
it might be. Might be.
I think it has to be.
Got a great passive on him these days. Very powerful stuff.
Great passive. Yeah.
Yeah. The new Dragon Blood or whatever it's called. Stuff's
Yeah, now
good
you get
stuff.
like super armor from it.
Oh yeah, baby.
Is
So
it,
I
what is
can't
it
wait.
now? Like plus 12 at level 4 or something?
It's redonkulous. It's just nuts. Statsman, hit us. What do we got?
Hit him
Is
with
that
the
some-
numbers.
That's something we can do. We can just say Statsman.
You can do whatever you want, Slacks. Canada Cup has very few rules.
Statsman, hit it.
Because that's how we throw down here.
All right.
Canada. Alright, or
All
not.
right.
The Dragon Knight, that's really interesting. So they have some pushing power now, that's for sure. Still some really good team fight. They can put Ritsu
10
kind of in the front
seconds
line,
remaining.
Invoker can sit back. Two nice long-range supports. Good follow-up from the
5
Earthshaker,
seconds
who will also
remaining.
have long-range support. An interesting
Yeah.
draft, but I like it. We'll see what build they go for with this dragon. I wonder if this is more of like a Lothar's Shadow Blade kind of a game, or if this is just an S&Y, BKB, do it nice and standard. Couple of options here.
Yep, I like this aggressive Wisp going down to the bottom lane, trying to get that ward out way before anybody else. Look at him, he didn't even buy anything else. He's saving up for that bottle. Gotta respect that, man. A frugal Wisp is a happy Wisp.
That's true. A frugal Wisp is a happy Wisp. I don't... What does that actually mean?
It's a saying that we have on the U.S. East. Almost everybody says it.
On
The top lane, we've got Earthshaker.
almost
Brax,
everybody.
Almost. Brax all chicken.
Do you know how Doom's new thing works?
I had no idea. Let me read up on that. Doom swings his burning sword, igniting the enemy, stuns for 0.3 seconds, and applies a burn. Neato. So it's a mini stun with a burn effect afterwards.
Right.
Wowee.
So Level Death had a mini stun, so he can still interrupt TPs. That part of it didn't really change. But now it's a dot instead of burst damage.
Oh.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Goes down to a 4-second CD. I feel like Level Death had a much higher mana cost than 40, though. I'm not sure why.
Oh.
It was 120? Okay, yeah. So, this is a little more spammable. Lets him put out some more DPS. The stun is maybe a little bit longer. I think the other one was 0.1. This is 0.3. Again, I might have made that number
having
up.
the ability to pop a Lincoln Sphere so that you can still get off Doom is pretty essential. So
That is a very good point, Slacks, actually. It does cancel Lincolns, apparently. So... I feel like it should, but
of course it does.
Oh wait, no, it's an autocast. It definitely.
Oh no! God help us all. All right, what
it's
we
like,
got? Let's move on. I don't want people remembering.
It's more
this.
like OD's orb. You know, you toggle it on and it does some extra shit. Think of it that way.
Oh boy. Okay. Anyway, down to the bottom lane, Mr. Magnus trying to get away from this group approaching. None of that. That's some scary-looking stuff. A magic wizard, a ghost, and the nightmare.
Yeah, I mean, we spent a lot of time talking about the wizard and the ghost and how great their lineup is. Let's talk about not today and see if this is going to be their day. Offlane Magnus, a little bit rough. I'm not going to lie. This is less than ideal. Magnus mid is kind of the only way to play it, I think. You could also do like aggro tri-lane, put him in the safe lane, like you would like a centaur to rush the blink dagger, and then you just rotate and give farm priority to your carry. But you have to give him some kind of farm priority, because without a blink dagger, without arcane boots, without levels, he's just a big clunky rhino. He really doesn't do that much. And this is going to be tough for him. But my question, Slacks, is how big of a difference will this camp make, this new addition to the Dire offlane? I feel like that's a way that he can still get some recovery farm. He's already stacked it up once, so he's thinking. This guy's a thinker.
Yep, you like the thinkers. Always works out pretty good. Can we talk about the mid lane? Dual mid again. That's kind of the new thing that the kids are really into these days, that dual mid. And there we go, a little bit of fire, a little bit of dice, and he's out of there and looking nice. Nothing real exciting going on. Oh, they both want the rune though, it's a race!
Oh boy.
Come on, baby! Who wants the money? The sky!
They're going to hand it over to Ritsu. He gets it. Man, Jerry's almost out of bottle charges. Jerry is an awesome handle, by the way. That is... Jerry? It's just so simple. Imagine if EGM's handle was Jerry. You know? It's a totally different profile, totally different persona that it puts off.
Oh, it sure is better than naming two people on your team the same guy, Ritsu. So, good shit. Meanwhile...
Nice slam, dude. Very good.
Sorry, bro.
You're right, though, about the dual lanes. It's definitely the trend right now. When you have a Wisp, I guess it's maybe more common, slightly more expected. Dragon Knight getting some good farm, and Bane, pretty good laner. He did not get the early point in Enfeeble, which is a little bit surprising. Makes it a little more difficult for the Ember Spirit. You'll see it pretty often. Level 2, he'll just rotate down bottom. Up top, what do we have going on here, Slacks? Old Chicken, Mr. Brax, level 3, the offlane Shaker. Having a pretty good time. About on par with the Magnus.
Look at that block. Woo! Good plays.
Pretty impressive.
I'm loving it. Loving the blocks. Loving a lot of smarties on this team. Both your offlaners, pretty bright cats.
Yeah.
There we go.
But overall, it's pretty even.
By even, you mean boring. Where's the death? Where's the murder? 0-0 at 3 minutes?
Can't argue with you there, man. Compared to last game, we already have like 8 kills on the board at this stage of the game. What's going on?
Yeah, we're watching Han over here. Let's get this thing rolling. Jesus.
Unnecessary, but I like it. I like it. So I wonder how this change to Doom is gonna affect his build. Do you think Benjaz is gonna build him as more of a right-click kind of carry, especially since he's in the safe lane here? Like, yeah, sure, you have the Ember who can sort of play the one, but does he just go like Blink Dagger, Ags, Refresher, and play the ult game, or are we talking about right-click action, Basher, Assault Kuros, charging in, phase boots on, just chopping them down, lumberjack style?
Well, if you look at Doom's recent skill build, you're going to want to think about what does he contribute to this team overall. And what you really need to think about is, I don't fucking know. How am I supposed to know that shit? The hero just got added like 2 days ago.
Well,
I don't know what he's going to build. A Blink Dagger?
The phase boots, that's a good sign, Slacks. He's going for the right clicking.
Yeah, there he goes.
Like it.
I like it. I like the moxie this kid's got. This devil's really got his head in the game here.
Uh-oh. Mid lane, Slackerino. Ritsu getting manned up on by Pokon. What's his name? Pokorn? Is that an M or an Orn?
What are you reading?
Like the Ember Spirit's name.
Ember Spirit is ASDASDA Pokon?
His name is standin.pokom for me. That's
You're
so
an
weird.
idiot.
You harsh, dude. It's not my fault.
All right.
My game's giving me bad info.
All right. As Zyori deals with his hallucinations.
Okay.
We
All right.
will,
Well, I'll just call him the
continue.
Ember Spirit. Slacks.
There we go. Pokon over here. Pocahontas leading the trail to the mid.
Old Pokey. Yeah.
Anywho,
Sure is.
Let's talk about the ward situation. How do you liking those wards, pal?
What's the situation? We've got 2 down for the Radiant, 1 down for the Dire. Slightly dark map.
Slightly dark. 2 down for the Dire. You know, it's pretty
two.
much
Where's
even.
the second?
You'll
Up
find
top.
it.
I see it.
Yeah,
You'll
yeah.
find it. It's about to expire though, so basically 1. Uh-oh, mid lane. Ritsu taking some damage, but alas, the Dragon Knight will have the armor. He lives through the assault. How's Mr. Magnus doing? 6 last hits. Dead even with the Earthshaker. Level 4. Uh-oh, they're gonna dive him. Icy Vortex down. Cold Snap, he's running in place. He's on a treadmill. He can't get anywhere. They'll kill him. And MSS draws first blood. Very nice. Now up top. Top rune. Actions are brewing here. Slacks. Wisp balls are flying. Pocahontas. He gets caught by the old fissure there. The old chicken's rotated through. Jerry, he's on the low ground, but he'll make it up top. Bane trying to chase him down. He has to leave his Ember Spirit, though. He's like, his stick charges Wisp. It will be the first one to fall. Pokon, he turns. He's got support now from DDX, but it's not enough. Dragon Knight will finish him off. And nothing for the Magnus to do but head back behind the tower. Pretty darn good for Shazam. Not going to lie there, Slacks. Pretty convincing skirmish.
Shazam! And pushing it mid. There we go. Ritsu popping that ult, and he's going to put some early game damage on that tower. Early game damage, my friends. Boom!
Game
Look at that
damage.
acid
The
go.
scariest damage type.
Yep. And top lane, though, they're getting a little aggressive as well. Doom thinking about chasing down on that little frozen old man. Oh, no! Disruptor brings it back. He's in some definite trouble. Good night, MSS.
That
What a
hurts.
sweet boy. What a
Not
sweet
today.
boy.
Gets on the scoreboard. We've got a battle yet.
Got him. Okay. Mid lane. Oh, a TP top? Could this be for real? Earthshaker's starving. He's hungry.
Goody ends up on the other side of the fissure. That definitely would have been a kill. DP's out, and Benjaz will head for the hills. He will survive with his phase boots, going for the Drum of Endurance. So definitely going for this carry-oriented Doom. We're going to see some right-click in action. I'm really excited. I'm excited to see how it works out, Slacks. I think it's a tall order. I don't know if he's best suited for it, but you know, Shazam don't really have a traditional safe lane carry either. They've got this Invoker who's farming really well. We saw how well Mason did in the last game when he was mid, and here having all this safe lane space, I mean, what's Magnus doing? It's not slowing this Invoker down at all.
Yeah, not really. And they've got to be worried about that. I mean, as you said before, we saw the Invoker last game just destroy.
He's got the Midas recipe already, and he has
boy.
phase boots. That's an 8-minute Midas phase. That's good.
Boy. That is not good for not today. Meanwhile, mid lane, looks like they're switching it up. Give Disruptor some time. And could we possibly see some rotations coming out here from the duo, or are they just going to be farming? Oh yeah, they want the stacks. Give them the money. Look at that. The zoo is open for business, and these kids are ready to just kill all the animals.
Yeah,
Good
this is
night.
big, man. You know, the Earth or the Ember Spirit, not behind, but this will help get him towards the top. He had an okay time in the laning stage, and that'll get him his Aquila.
Aquila?
Aquila,
Aquila?
what do you call it? Aquila?
The Aquila?
The Ring of Aquila? That's probably right. I don't know why I say Aquila.
the stupidest way to say it is
It reminds
always
me
the right
of
way.
Chiquita Banana, and I don't know.
Oh no, what a stun coming
Popcorn?
out. What? Not quick enough? What the hell are you talking about? Popcorn?
Fire Remnant, Pokem, you know, that guy. Uh-oh, here we go. Ritsu, he gets glimpsed back. Static Storm, Kinetic Field. He's locked in place. They're going to take this dragon down and sell his parts for scraps. He'll get ripped up. Bane could be in some trouble as well. DDX coming in. He's got a skewer as well as an RP, but they don't even need it. It's a quick twofer. And not today. Strike back something fierce, taking over control of this mid lane and taking the lead for really the first time this game. Putting some pressure into this tier 1 tower mid. The old chicken just hanging around here. Still not level 6. Only so much he can do to try and delay this push coming in.
I mean, you called it, buddy. That Doom is going straight right click in your face. Time to die. He jumped in there even without a Doom, which is such a weird thing for him to do. His name being named after that and all that.
He's a man. He's a
man's man. What a man!
He's like
what a hot man!
Tim Allen from the 90s. You know?
Wow! There ain't enough cocaine in the world to catch up to the Tim Allen in the 90s. Same thing with the Doom. You know, he got arrested for that, you know?
Oh, I know, actually. Before he was an actor, he used to... It was in Chicago, I think. He had a big suitcase full of coke in the airport.
That's part of his lore. Yeah, I'm a big lore junkie. Alright,
Yeah.
maybe they'll catch Ritsu here. A little smoke attempt. They do see him, a
They'll
tornado!
blitz him. Ooh! Take it, Slacks, take it!
They might be able to get it, and there we go! The flaming chains! Could he escape? It doesn't look like it. What a play by Disruptor. Caught. Great glimpse, great fire, great everything. Whew! And that was a much-needed kill on that Invoker.
Absolutely.
But meanwhile, though, mid lane...
Alas in the mid, they're pressuring this bad daddy. Ritsu gonna have his ult in a couple of seconds here. I think they could make a stand if they're so inclined. There's no glyph for this dire side. If they want to save this tower, they're gonna have to put up a fight, lace up the boxing gloves, and Benjaz, he's ready. He's got the Doom. It's a relocate. It's a full-blown party. Ritsu turns, breathes some fire, but he'll get doomed, static stormed, and everything else under the sun. He'll die, gets denied by Ancient Apparition, and he'll be punished as he's glimpsed back into the fray. He gets taken out next. It's quick 2-0 with Not Today still tearing up the charts. Oh boy, but now the turn, though, gets the Disruptor. Benjaz, nowhere to go except the grave, but the Wisp is here. Old Jerry, you forgot about him, but he's back with a bottle, and he'll charge up his carry. Mr. Ember Spirit made it out via the remnants. That cheeky bastard. Not today. Coming out big once again, Slacks.
Man. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, did that Echo Slam miss because of the Invoker Tornado?
I think so.
The dream is dead. That's the worst feeling, because they both made the right call, I would say. Echo slamming that, Tornado in that was the right jam, but, oh boy, what a shame. Anyway, not too bad though, Not Today will be able to recover. They are still 4-5, so we will be seeing a little bit more from them. This is a much different game than the last one coming up from Shazam, so I'm happy to see it. Glad they got their work cut out for them.
Dude, not today came to play. This Doom is really getting some good farm. He'll now move into the Vladimir's offering, so that'll buff up team damage, something fierce. Holding on to the Ice Armor creep right now, so also getting that survivability. Of course, Doom known for his low armor, but plus 11's not too shabby.
Not too shabby at all, buddy. Another smoke attempt coming out from Team Not Today. Looking around. What are they going to find down there? Nothing.
Well, maybe a Magnus. Look how well Magnus is farming. My gosh. 12 minutes in, he's got Arcane Boots and 1,600 gold, but uh-oh, Benjaz, he could be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Are they going to find him, Slacks?
Oh, it looks like they might be able to, but he's got speedy little feet. He doesn't even know he's being chased, and he's out of there. He had no idea. He's just farming away.
Hooves.
He got hooves. Hooves of fire. Anyway, top tower getting some major pressure now from that dragon form up yet again. Great timing on these dragon forms. And that top tower looking like it's going to be melting. Going down bot. Wait a sec.
From the Dragon Knight.
Impeccable dragoning.
Here we go. Down bottom. The teleportation's coming to defense. Fiend Grip onto the Ember Spirit. Tornado flies through, catches the Ember Spirit. Out comes the Cold Snap as well. Big Ice Blast will fly through. Wisp will be the first victim of this onslaught. The Ember Spirit could be in some trouble here. He is clipped by the Frostbite, but they won't have the damage to force out a Shouter. Now Goody puts down the kinetic field, and it will secure the retreat, conceding only the death on the Wisp. Not too bad for Not Today. Thought that would be a lot worse, but they minimized their casualties pretty damn well.
An interesting choice there, I think, from Team Shazam to rotate down there. They didn't even use their glyph, so strange. But hey, they saved the tower. They got a few kills, so it was the right choice after all. Good for them.
Good for them. Glad to see it's working out, but now bottom glimpse on the Dragon Knight. Now the Wisp is here alongside the Ember Spirit. They're hitting it with the chips, and it'll be enough for a kill. Ice Blast will come in. It'll be a little bit late. It's going to force a shatter onto the Wisp. It's looking like say goodnight to your little energy-born friend. Now the rest of the fight forward. Doom comes out onto Mason. Tornado goes flying through, but only slowing him down. Mason, he's just going to turn and fight. He wants to give him the old right-click 1-2. And it'll be enough to push him back. Magnus now securing his Blink Dagger off that little skirmish. Or while that skirmish was taking place, I guess I should say. Keeping things nice and level. 6-6 now.
It's up.
7-6.
7-6 now. But yeah, things are looking pretty even. I'm liking it. This is a good match so far. I'm very excited to see how our Magnus is doing. As you said, his farm is right where he needs to be. Even better than where it should be. So, could we finally see the Ags come out? I do want to see it. I love that item on the Magnus. It's pretty good stuff.
Well, this could definitely be a game for it at the rate he's farming so far. And he hasn't even been involved in the fights. He's 0, 1, and 0. It's just been him taking stacks, managing the map well, and also his team making some space for him. You know, it's kind of like that strategy I talked about where you prioritize the Magnus in the safe lane for that early Blink farm. And they've kind of done that, although except giving him priority in the jungle.
All right, not too much going on in this match right now. It's kind of farm city, but they're looking maybe getting on that bottom lane. Bane does have his ultimate up, and there's the Ice Blast that he's waiting for that grabs the double, the stuns, but will it be enough? It's looking pretty bad for... Oh! And Wisp says, get out of here.
The Wisp comes in and says, not today, son.
Not today! Name
Very
puns.
well done.
Best
Right
puns.
place at the right time.
Got it.
That was 2 ults as well.
And what do you know? Not today, they're doing it. They're back. Everybody's having a good time. Look at them go. They're pushing that bottom tower again. They're hungry for more.
Terminated 5-man. Doom has picked up the vicious pack leader's aura. Big damage coming out. He's got the Vlad's offering as well. He's an aura beast. Everybody's hitting hard.
My God.
They're moving into the tower, man. There's no Fiend's Grip. This is beautiful. This is the perfect time to push. Invoker is not in fighting shape. He's picked up his Drum of Endurance. That helps, but that Midas still hasn't really kicked in yet. They're really pressuring at the right time. Tornado connects on 2. EMP comes down as well, but Ben Jazz runs for it. EMP connects on none. Ice Blast on the way down. Hits just the Ember Spirit. Gets some Searing Chains out onto Ritsu. An RP on 2, but he can't skewer him out. Oh my Lanta, it's a beautiful ult from the Disruptor. Doom onto Mason. He'll get glimpsed back, and it's not today. Coming out big after a bloody scrap in the bottom tier 1 tower. Searing Chains almost connect on the Bane as he TPs home, but a twofer beautifully executed here by Not Today. That was brilliant. That was like watching the Nutcracker.
Oh, that was so good. It was truly a work of art, Sayori. Truly an incredible thing to behold. And we'll see some more, I do hope. Wait a minute. Top rotation. We got the Wisp. Oh, and Ancient Apparition says, please get away from me. But it's not going to be working out. Wisp might take enough damage, though. Could he shatter? He is looking... He's okay.
Close, but he's good.
Off. But how you going to pick on an old man like that? Terrifying.
Nice heads up play. MSS really far forward there, though. He's very vulnerable in that kind of a position. Really nothing his team could do to TP in and try and save him.
Well, this is not what Shazam is looking for. Dragon Knight does need a little bit of items and farm to kind of get to where he needs to be, and they're losing a lot right now. They got to get a hold of this match and kind of stop this snowball from getting out of control here. Doom is only going to get worse, so something has got to change. They got to make some kind of play. Or what? Yeah?
And
correct, or do you think they should farm? What's your call?
Should Shazam fight or farm? Is that the question here?
That's the question, my friend. What are you thinking?
Well, they need to do a little bit of both. They've gone heavy investment into farming, right? They've got Aghanims. Why did I say Aghanims? Hand of Midas on the Invoker, who's now moving into Force Staff, and they're going for the Midas on Ancient Apparition. So, come 30 minutes, they're going to be scary. That farm's going to kick in. There's going to be an Aghanims on Ancient Apparition. Earthshaker will probably have a Blink Dagger and a few other items. It's going to be good, but getting there is difficult. So they're going to be able to farm well, but they need to take some fights. They'll be able to maybe concede this Tier 1 tower, though it's a pretty important access point to contest the Roche Pit. I think they have to fight when Not Today wants to force it, but if they can get away with just passively farming, they're going to keep on doing that as long as they can. DK's gone Blink Dagger, now it looks like just going to move into a BKB, though. It could be an SNY as well if he feels the need to go the carry route. That is one of the problems, though, for Team Shazam. they have these farming items that would suggest they want to go late game, but look at their lineup, and you don't really think, oh man, that late game Dragonite, he's going to be out of control, when the other
Yes.
team has a Doom and an Ember Spirit.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, Dragonite is certainly not... I mean, it's all passive abilities, and with that Doom coming out, they've got to make some kind of play here. But here comes the Magnus. As you can see, that cleave damage, so good for your farming carry. They're going to be moving right down the mid, I would suspect. Toby1 tells me, don't talk in absolutes, Slacks. But I'm absolutely sure this mid tower is going to be a little skirmish here, buddy.
Radiant's top
Yeah.
God damn it!
Well,
Thanks so much.
almost. Not today. Smoke up, a smoke and a pancake here outside of the Roche
Radiant's
pit. Looks
middle
like they'll
tower
rotate
is under
in
attack.
through the bottom rune spawn into this Radiant jungle, man. They are hungry for blood, and they are all split up, but don't worry. Wisp is there, that taxi service ready to bring in the Ember Spirit, who's also picked up his BOTs now. So a lot of mobility on Not Today. And I like the way they're doing this. They're ready to blink RP. Oh, man, can he find the opening? Good positioning here from Shazam. He goes in. RP on one. Goes straight for Ritsu.
Oh, yeah.
They lock him in place. Kinetic field, but now the Ice Blast comes in. Connects just on Benjaz. Fast kill on the Dragonite, and it'll put Shazam in a pretty defensive position. Nice pickoff there from Not Today. That was some aggression. Uh-oh, Benjaz, he's going to get stuck. He'll get left behind. The Fiend's grip with the glimpse back onto the Bane. That might be enough to save him. He gets stunned. Now he's on the run. The relocate in from the Wisp as well as the Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit just going ham all over their faces. The old chicken turns it around with an Echo Slam. Finishes off the Wisp, and now the Taxi's got a flat tire. The Ember Spirit will have to run on his own two legs, and he will make it away. A nice, well, sort of pseudo turnaround from Shazam. They mitigate further losses and get a counter kill on the Wisp. Unfortunate they couldn't get more Slacks. A lot of low health heroes on Not Today, but they just couldn't focus fire. But Ice Blast! Whoa! It's gonna hit Benjaz.
Oh my god! Get out of there, Benji! No, that's... Oh! What an Ice Blast! Commend that guy! MSS! What a show! What a player!
Savage. Check mark.
What?
All right. Mystic Staff picked up, so that's going to be a Shiva's Guard for the Doom. And the beginning of an Aghanims for the Magnus. Look at that. He's going to go blink Ags.
Ooh, Magnum. I'm liking it.
Magnum.
There we go.
Magnum.
Well, they could certainly do with a little bit of that right-click damage, so I think it was a good pickup. As we talked about before, Doom is definitely going for the right-click, in-your-face, Doom, Satan. And that's super going to be helping out the Ember Spirit, so a nice pickup.
Well, he's doing this nice combo, right? That's the great
Yeah.
thing about Doom. You can get the Pack Leader's Aura, which gives you a nice base of extra damage. So he's going kind of utility items here, right? He's going max auras. You get Drum, you go Vlad's, now he's going to go Shivas. And we'll see what he goes for his next item slot, but it's not just raw damage. Mason down bottom, caught by the Ember Spirit, Searing Chains connect, and he'll just run it away as he catches wind of that stinky Earthshaker moving into the lane.
Oop. Ancient Apparition taking care of his personal demons down on the bottom lane. You never know where they're going to be. Could be in the trees, could not be. Who knows?
For now.
And, you know, and we're looking around. It's silent. It's quiet. It's too quiet. Someone's about to die.
Is that how it works? The quiet before the storm?
Absolutely. The quiet before the static storm, baby. Where's that disruptor at? Hoo-wah! Say something, Zyra. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore.
Oh, man. Okay, I got you, buddy. No worries. Smoke here from Team Shazam. They drop
Thank
a
you.
ward on the way around the
Radiant's
Roche
middle
pit.
tower is
Not
under
today in the
attack.
vicinity here, but we'll see if they're going to be suspicious about a Roshan attempt. We are 22 minutes in, so this isn't the most unheard of plays. Taking a look at Dire Vision, they do have a ward on the high ground above the Roche pit, but not giving intel into the movements here. They've got a ward on the other side of the river as well, but
Radiant's
just
middle
about to
tower
expire
is
as they
under
move out of
attack.
range. Look at Radiant Vision. They're pinging out the mid.
Radiant's
They have a
middle
general
tower
idea
has
of what they
fallen.
are, but they're pretty dark in the lane. These teams dangerously close to each other, but neither side knows it. Uh-oh. Not today. Are about to catch intel if they walk just a little further up, but they stay in the darkness. Beautifully done by Shazam. Oh my. There's this little window here,
Radiant's middle
Slacks, where
tower is
they
under
would have been
attack.
scouted out, and they make it out unscathed. Beautiful.
That could have been terrible.
Fancy
Absolutely
footwork.
terrible. Fancy footwork. What a dance. What a deadly dance, both these teams. A tango of terror coming from Not Today and Shazam. We might be able to see that team fight we were waiting for, though, in the bottom lane. Looks like they really want to get that Ember Spirit. They're all getting in their attack positions, waiting for that push to come out. We might see it right here, buddy, but where's Dragonite? He's just chillaxing. He's got no TP. He ain't showing up to this fight if they do it. Why are they doing this, buddy?
That is a great question. I don't have an answer to this inquiry here, Slacks. This could be scary. If anybody gets doomed, there is no hope. Bane,
Oh, yeah.
he's going to TP home. Benjaz not going to be able to get there in time. It is nighttime, so they have very limited vision here, and that is definitely working in the Shazam favor. Scenarios such as that. Bane also had a gem. That is so risky.
Jeez. Well, they
right.
made the right choice and bailed out, I think, as the team not today. Going to be putting a lot of pressure on that jungle and trying to take that bottom tower. If they can secure that tower and cut off the farm ability of Shazam, I mean, that's going to help them out tremendously. So definitely their next goal. Meanwhile, top lane, they're thinking the same thing over on Team Shazam. Farm up that jungle, do their own little push. See what happens here.
Absolutely, my friend. Now, an interesting item build here from this Ember Spirit. The Boots of Travel first, we talked about, but goes right into the Blink Dagger. So he's able to get away with this because of the Empower from the Magnus, giving him that extra damage that he'd ordinarily need to just contest anything here in the mid-game. We'll see how this greedy build works out. Ups your farming speed a little bit as you can just kind of blink around, but maximizing mobility. We'll see an Ice Blast down bottom, connect on 3 heroes as they siege that tier 2. Looks like Not Today will win this sieging race, and they'll have the option to TP up and try and take a fight to defend that tower, or just keep on pushing. We'll see what they want to do. Anyway, this Magnus pick, once he gets the Aghanims as well, they're just going to have maxed out auras, and that's opening up so much for this Ember Spirit to get creative with his items, because you've got all this damage coming out from the Doom with the Pack Leader's aura, the Vlads, and now they're going to have the Empower on top of it. I like what these this South American team has going on here, Slacks. This is good shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, we're waiting for one massive team fight to really show which direction this match is going to be going here. The next one is going to be some earth-shattering stuff. Pretty surprised that Not Today just opted not to try to save that top tower, though. I mean, I would think that they would have had enough power to save that. So
we got BOTs on the Ember Spirit. You could have relocated somebody in, have 2 TP. I mean, that's
Ice Blast going out. Duck and cover top lane. Oh no! Here it comes. Oh, wow.
Well, the Black King Bar is out on the Dragon Knight. That's good stuff.
Yeah, we could be definitely seeing him turn around that big team fight that might be coming up any moment now.
What an exciting item.
Stacks? What a great item. You don't like BKB, bro?
It's a good item. It's just not an exciting item.
Oh, come on. A beautiful BKB pop can change a team fight. He got the BKB!
God. The
BKB!
Oh! The TP home!
Give it a
He
shot.
lives!
Next team fight. Pump up that BKB, okay, buddy? Give it a shot. I guarantee you're going to love what you find.
The 10-second BKB! He'll never have 10 seconds of magic immunity again this match!
Was it worth it? What's that?
Guys, I have an announcement here on stream. I've just been informed by the organizers there's now a non-passive play rule in place, so, yep. That's the thing. Alright, back to you guys.
Oh boy,
God.
these guys better hurry it up or we're going to be
All right.
ending this match any moment now. No passive plays, ladies
Ghost
and
of Gamers is going to pick up the headline. This just in, Not Today disqualified for passive play from Canada Cup Season 6. The world may never know what could have happened.
Oh boy. Oh god. What's going on here? What are you doing, Mr. Ember? Leaving your remnant? Gonna go have some farm? Could we see the team fight we've been waiting for
Nope.
at the bot?
I
Nope.
can't even pretend to hype it up. Look at Not Today's position. They're like, yeah, you know, you can have that tower. We're getting some
Why?
farm.
Why?
I don't
give
know.
up towers.
They don't care though. They're happy. They want Ember Spirit to get his Battle Fury. Oh, now they're gonna defend. It was bait, Slacks. It was bait. They wanted him to get comfortable. The old chicken Brax. He's hiding in the tree line. Shazam trying to get sneaky with it here. Let's take a look at some vision. Toggle it a little bit here. Radiant. They know that they're in the vicinity, but both sides can't really see exactly where they are. Not today. Maybe they'll be the ones to get jumped. Tornado. EMP comes flying out. Will connect on none as the Ember Spirit jumps back to his Fire Remnant. Okay. Old chicken. He goes in.
What is happening
He tries to
here?
TP out. He gets interrupted. He's about to get screwed. Oh, no. That's an echo that didn't do anything. He's now dead. That'll be the first one to fall. And, well, the BKB from...
Look at that BKB!
Oh. Okay, well, that was a really weird and awkward fight.
That was...
I don't really...
That was like when I lost my virginity. I don't know what's going on. It's just
Yeah.
awkward. It was weird. Alright. Jesus. Well, into the Roche pit.
Yep, into Roche we go. Ice Blast will fly in, and they realize, wait a second, we're lacking minus armor. They juke it. And they go right back in. This feels risky to me. I feel like Shazam, they don't have any ults up. Well,
They don't care.
They're just gonna look good. This is a slow Roche though. They have actually no minus armor, no medallion or anything. I feel like that's contestable.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do? Shazam, the Ritsu brothers, they say, forget it. We just want to put pressure on other places. Don't matter to us. Have the free extra life. We'll fight you later, pal. No problem. Can we talk about items? What do we got?
What items you want to talk about, Slacks?
I want to talk about how Bane still has his Gem of True Sight. Nobody's killed him yet.
Yeah,
Talk
well, I
about
mean,
that.
this has been a pretty passive game, so...
Yeah.
You saying anyone having not been killed yet is just... It fits the tempo.
Yep.
But remember, we talked about those Hands of Midas. They're starting to kick in for Shazam. We're getting close to that 30-minute mark. Aghanim Scepter on the way for Mason. It's actually completed. And MSS, not that far off. He's only 900 gold away. Just needs one more piece for old Aghanim to upgrade that Ice Blast. And that's when things get scary, because, oh, daddy, does that thing do damage.
Ooh, boy.
Hot diggity.
Hot diggity dang. Well, I'm excited to see the team fight that I've been waiting for, not whatever confusing thing happened last time. As both these teams start to farm up and see what they can get under their belt before the next engagement. Should we talk about some numbers? Net worth, your doom. 15-5 followed very closely behind by your Invoker, 12-25. This is a neck-and-neck thing, man. Who
Yep.
knows who's gonna win? We'll find out soon.
It's a snoozer of a mid-game, that's for sure. This is MSS's first pro match on Ancient Apparition, bringing his total heroes played to 70. Wow.
Got it.
Well, that's a feat of strength right there. 70 heroes in pro play. That's 70 more than both of us combined, so that's pretty good.
Look at that. That's more than half. Great job. Wow.
That is more than half. A very diverse player.
Oh, thank God, a
Mojo is.
smoke comes out from Team Not Today. We can see some action here.
All right, here
as
we
they
go.
push down that middle lane. Bad time to be farming Ancients here. They do spot him out, but will they decide to go on it?
They
Disruptor
go for it.
does
The
grab it.
Glimmer
We
King.
could see it. Oh, yeah. Goodbye,
Relocate.
Dragon Knight.
Ritsu. He gets put 6 feet under. They'll take a couple of the last remaining Ancients as well, but all the while in the bottom lane, Team Shazam grouped up as 3. They will continue to press forward, and they might start chipping a high ground here. We can see a good old-fashioned base race if things continue on at this rate, but the Ember Spirit, he'll TP home, and they'll start to mount a defense. Look like a couple of Not Today will linger to continue pressuring that tower mid, but now they're going to commit. Static Storm, Kinetic Field comes out a little bit late, but there's the glimpse back onto the Earthshaker, and Brax is just going to walk away, forced after the high ground. What's happening? Now Mason's going back in.
Okay.
They've got dust.
They might be able to get him.
They're
Oh!
going to continue going in.
Got him.
Mason's dead.
Ritsu Young taken
What a
out.
weird team fight.
Yeah, let's not have any more bottom lane team fights. Those things will get really weird.
It's just such an odd exchange of, like, Shazam didn't have their Dragon Knight, so it was a 4v5, and it's sort of an ambitious play to pressure the high ground. They did a total of 130 damage to the tower, and then just tried to run away. Very odd. There's a gem on the Magnus, so no way you're getting out of that one. There's a gem on both sides now.
Yep. Well, that's good. A little bit of dewarding is definitely, well, not going to be too helpful. They only have one ward up. But, hey,
Well,
you know, it's good to have in the back pocket. Get that Invoker. Some good stuff.
Well, 2 Glimmer Capes on Not Today, and the Aghanim Scepter now picked up on the Ancient Apparition. I mean, we talked about it before. Shazam has such a weird strategy here where they're gearing up for the late game, but I'm still not convinced they have the best late game lineup. Like, this Ember still, as we mentioned, he's gone for mobility items. He's gotten away with like the greediest build possible here, and now he can just tank up. Looks like he's going to go either Lincoln's or Scotty, and I think it's most likely going to be a Scotty here.
Yeah. Essentially. But yeah.
Magnus, does he have the Aghanims? He does. Look at this fat aura. Look at these fat stacks, man.
Woo! That money! Look at it! Plus 54? Oh! Plus all sorts of stuff. What an exciting item as we push the middle tower. Please, team fight.
Hey, auras are exciting, Slacks. Nothing turns me on like a good aura before
Like
bed.
a sick aura play. Alright, Doom gonna take some major damage here from the Ancient Apparition ult, but will he be able to walk? He does purge himself.
Hey, that's an Ag's upgraded ult. It's going to hurt. Sunstrike off the mark, but close.
Ooh! And there you go. Creep wave is down. They still don't have the Dragon Knight, a recurring theme in this game, but I'm sure he'll be TPing as soon as he wants to. Who's got the eggs?
The Ancient Apparition, dude.
The ghost! Oh shit. It's about
The
time
ghost
to get
of Christmas
spooky.
Frost. Old
All
Frost
right.
fingers.
Santa Claus is coming to town. Somebody about to die. Here comes the meteor strike. Can we see some burning on those creeps? We will. They just can't get the creeps to attack, and they say, we don't need creeps! Get out of here.
Radiant's
All right,
middle
that's a
tower
tier
has
1,
fallen.
or oh, pardon me, a tier 2 tower kill in the mid lane. Only one outer tower remains for the Radiant. Up top, Ritsu doing a little bit of the split push, blinks into the trees. Nice defensive, safe TP home.
That scary noise.
I think
That was the
Ritsu.
spooks. That was your mobile. Jesus, man. What are you,
Sorry,
Satan?
that was me mobile.
Anyway, walking around the top lane, not too much going on.
You should start
Again,
calling your phone a mobile, Slacks. You should fit in with your British and European friends.
I don't know.
Hey,
Do you
Slacks,
know-
you gonna ring me on my mobile when we're at the Mafia land?
Do you guys?
Absolutely,
Okay,
sir.
sorry guys. I just have to interrupt here. Do you guys know what the mobile phone or the phone is in German?
What is that?
I
Fred?
don't know.
It's
I don't know
called
how to say.
handy. Literally
Handy?
handy. Like
Handy.
Like,
Oh, a
when
handy.
something's handy, like this handy, it's so hard to like always because
Can you ask
it
for a
sounds
handy
English,
on your
right?
handy?
It's so
Yeah, I've gotten a few
obnoxious. I'm sorry
handies
for my
before.
handy
Hey-oh!
destroying your ears. All right,
Great
let's
job.
go. Mid lane.
Here
Hey.
we go. Bane going in on Goody, hits him with a Fiend's Grip. Here we go, the follow-up from Ritsu. He breathes fire all over the Raptor, and Disruptor falls, but now Ritsu takes the Doom. Benjaz pops the BKB. My God. Now old Chicken, he hops forward. They'll lose the Invoker. Dragon Knight falls to the side. Shazam are falling like fly Slacks. It's another disaster for this Radiant side. The relocate from Jerry.
Oh.
That's one aggressive wisp if I've ever seen it. 4-0. Not today. Coming out hot once more. Team fire on fire. Picking up kill after kill.
Bazas! Shazam backwards. Get wrecked. Got it. As we push down middle lane. I don't want to do this anymore. Can we trade me out? How do you
Lex,
say
what's your
Maha?
problem?
Bazaz. How do you say Maha?
That was low-hanging fruit, but we'll give you a pass. You know, the Ember Spirit went for the Lincoln Sphere, so no Scotty.
No Scotty. Oh, wow, look at that.
That was your
That's an
chance to look
interesting
smart. You
choice.
should have disagreed with me, just for the
Damn
sake
it.
of it.
I really should have. Now, why Scotty? Is he just that scared of the Nightmare, the Bane's grip?
I guess
that-
so. I mean,
Yeah?
we talked about the power of the Ether Lens, which Bane is still yet to pick up, so I guess not
Yeah.
really too much of a threat. There is not a hell of a lot of single target. I mean, yeah, there's Dragon Tail, you've got Cold Snap, there's a couple things that it absorbs, but looks like not today, just want to tank up in general. Heart of Tarask, picked up
Oh,
by the
baby.
Doombringer. 3.4k HP, he's a little beefcake all of a sudden. He's gone back and picked up the Ice Armor plus 28 armor. Yeah, that's no problem.
That'll do it, buddy. Oh my god. Yeah. That's one tanky beast right there. How are they possibly going to be bringing that down?
Wow. Wisp actually has Hooded Defiance now. And this is a change that I really liked in this patch. He's really close to a pipe. Already has the headdress. I feel like Hood was one of the real weak points of pipe. Like, it just wasn't a value pickup before you get the full pipe. You know? And now you've got that active. It absorbs quite a bit of damage. 325. It's pretty damn good.
Yep. A lot of people did say that the Pipe of Insight was like the worst item, and I don't know. I have not seen it in action yet, so I'm very excited to see it lives up to its new name.
It just
Should
makes it much
be-
more of a value item. I mean, the build-up is easy because it's a bunch of low-cost pieces, but I don't know, just raw HP regen and some spell resistance is a little underwhelming for the cost.
For sure. All right, top lane getting pushed out once again. Mr. Invoker dropping the meteors, boom, on those creeps. Never saw it coming, and we're getting that pressure up.
Look at these numbers, Slacks. 14k net worth, almost
Woo!
20k XP is the lead here for Not Today. This thing's really balled out of control.
Oh my god, what happened?
Well, Doom continued to farm, and no, the sad thing is though that Shazam has the farming tools here. They went double Midas, and they're getting out farmed. That's the real
boy.
sad reality. That's
And that's the situation. It's not good.
that's the Christmas story when little Timmy blows off of his hand with some fireworks.
Wow, all right,
That
another
is the
Roche
story.
attempt. But will the Roche attempt be good? These guys could push. They don't know they're in Roche. If they knew that tower would already be gone, their entire team isn't there. For the love of God, get on that Rex. Here comes the Ancient Apparition. Oh, they will be able to see that they are in the Roche pit. Maybe
It
not.
don't matter.
They know
Look
they're not
how
in there. It's
slow
time
they
to go,
kill
go.
That was actually really clutch. But look how slow they go Roche. It's actually really sad. Like, this is a great call from Shazam to just pressure the high ground, utilize the Dragon Knight here, force them to TP back. If anyone doesn't have a TP, they're a little bit screwed, but Doom now has BOTs up. There's the Fiend's Grip on the Disruptor. The fight's breaking out. Shazam goes in, but they can't finish him off. The relocate out. Now the turn. Ember Spirit doing so much cleave damage on the back. RP on 2. Takes down the Dragon Knight and the Bane. MSS will TP home, and Brax will just barely blink away. But do they have a remnant? Searing Chains, they do! Double damage on the Earth Spirit. That's not an Earth Spirit. The Fire Earth, the shit, Ember Spirit, that guy.
You know.
Dude, oh god. That was so sick, I can't even get words. Double damage and power and all that other shit. He's a machine. He's like Neo in the second Matrix movie when he realizes he's powerful. My God.
Absolutely. Good lord, man. That Wisp save on the Echo Slam, it was the perfect timing. It could not have gone better for Not Today. And they're going to take that aggression full down to the mid. These guys are ready to take something after that. 25 seconds, 2 buybacks. Will they be able to pressure it in time? Looks like no. Let me backing off and finishing off that sweet Roche, who's already got 3/4
This is how Not Today does it. They're dragging this out. They're going to make them suffer. They're going to make them stay in this game where they're behind, getting more angry, more tilted, turning on each other more and more. That's how Not Today rolls, man. They're ruthless.
Ruthless, yeah!
No
Make them
mercy.
sad.
Make them sad.
All right.
All right, back to Roche we go.
We get it. They are going to get it. Not too much contesting going to be happening here. Who are they going to be putting this on, Zyori? These guys got some big items.
I think probably the Ember.
You think? What's Ember going to be dropping here?
He just picked up a Daedalus. Well, maybe not. Yeah, they give it to the Ember. But, so, drops his Aquila. Okay.
Oh, Faceless Void. Picking up the garbage. That's very kind of them. I see a lot of people leave their garbage in the Roche pit. So, good job on the courier cleanup. Environment's number 1.
Yeah, they got the gem out of that last team fight as well. We didn't mention that, but now they've got one on the Magnus, and they've got a security gem back home on the courier. So
pretty
good.
Here. Team Guard.
All
over
right.
on Team Not Today. Anyway.
Dude, Shazam's doing it. They're grouping up as 5. Are we gonna see a good old-fashioned base race here? Ice Blast connects from afar. Both teams grouped up as 5 on opposite quadrants of the map. This is when things really heat up. Who's gonna TP home, man?
That would be Shazam TP at home. They are not going to win that base race. Doom is just right-clicking like crazy. Look at it, halfway down on the tower.
They're going to
just
abuse the Ember. Ember Spirit is so good in these scenarios. So put a little Fire Remnant down. He can just scoop boot around, clear up the creep waves, super easy. Head back down bottom, BOT up. They're going to go top. They want to commit. They're going on to Rixu. It's a Doom deployed, and that Dragonite gets roasted and toasted in the blink of an eye. Now down in the bottom lane, Goody might go for Brax. Yes, he sure will. There's the relocate as well. Brax will make it outside of the kinetic field static storm. He'll live for now, but Goody caught by the ice blast. It'll be enough to bring him down. Old Chicken blinks in, connects with an Echo Slam. Really minimal damage on Ben Jazz. Now the follow-up will be there. EMP will connect. That is one tanky Doom. That Heart of Trask doing some work, but not enough to keep him alive. Shazam, somehow, some way, are turning this around, but not for long. Big Bad Ember Spirits join the party. XD as well. That's a Magnus Skewer RP to save the day. Woo-wee! Not today. Turn it around. Slacks.
Oh, Shazam is just running for the freaking hills. Get out of there. Here comes Ember Spirit. Does he have a remnant? Whoa! Don't even have to think. Say goodbye to your bottom. Unless we see some major buyback here, but my God. Just perfect team fight skills from Not Today. Very impressive stuff, I have to say.
Yeah.
I mean,
And now they're just starting to pull ahead in terms of raw farm, so they're just running over them. It's getting brutal out there.
Ancient Apparition with the buyback, so they will have to back, forcing out that buyback and the glyph. And the boys are ready to be taking an objective.
Okay. You know, Not Today are playing this very controlled, though. They are... This game is pretty damn serious. Don't forget, Slacks. This is Tiebreakers. This is serious stuff.
This is the big stuff. This is the big game.
This is what separates the boys from the men, the winners from the losers. Only 2 of the 3 teams competing can make it onto the playoffs of Canada Cup, and they're playing like it, man. Not Today is they're getting these fights and they're just taking the objective. Controlling Roche, okay. Forced to buy back, great. Let's go back to farming. They're not taking any risk here.
I mean, this is really Shazam's fault. We've been saying it the whole time. They've been building up like they want to do late game. Well, here comes late game, and guess what? It ain't looking too good for you. Should have gone earlier. Should have gone more pressure, baby. Not
Ember,
good.
one of the best heroes in terms of slaying with just raw items.
Yep.
He's getting there, man. He's got 4,500 gold. He's going to blink in, goes in on Ritsu, gives him that little love tap, just like, hey, buddy. Hey there. Yeah, I'm your daddy. That's right.
Damn.
Don't forget it. Oh,
look at that. Another love
around
tap.
here, Ritsu. He's going on in. Oh, solo RP used just on Ritsu. That's some hate. They've got a gem. They'll see right through it. And they'll finish off the DK.
Boy.
Nice little pick off there. 60 seconds on the sideline. Say goodnight to Ritsu.
I mean, just the exact guy that you want to be picking off, too. What a perfect job, and that middle tower is not looking too good.
Oh, Mason doing a little bit of split push here. He's got 2 sets of boots, BOTs, and phasies. He'll
Echo
head
Slam
back
down to the
home.
mid. A little bit of action right here. Could we see the Ice Blaster? Will connect, and Bane's Fiend's grip on top of our good friend, Mr. Spirit. He does have that Aegis, as they call it. He'll be right back. A little bit of a Sunstrike action. Not going to hit. And he's out of there.
Ooh.
What do you know? They managed to stop the push.
Surprisingly
again.
good from Shazam. Wait, we talked about this in the draft at the very beginning of this game.
We did.
High ground defense. That is the name of the game for Shazam, and they can hold out for a while.
Well, what are they going to hold out for, man? They're going to hold out just to make it a sadder end. I mean, how are they possibly going to come back?
Yeah. How NA Dota do.
That's how NA Dota do. Never give up.
Never give up, never surrender. Tim Allen shit. We talked about this.
What? Tim Allen didn't say that.
He did. Have you seen Galaxy Quest, good sir?
What? He never said that line.
What? Somebody says it in that movie. It's not him?
I don't care. All right, here we go. Moving on to this game.
Harsh.
As they're taking their time again. As we said, not today, in complete control of this game. They decide when to fight, they decide when to farm, and now they're deciding to take a little tea break. They're gonna be chilling out for a bit. Meanwhile, Shazam spreading out as much as they can, farming as many creep camps as they can before they have to go for their high ground defense. They'll be going back home any moment now, as they see not today.
There's one thing for sure.
What's
Roche
up?
is coming up in a speedy manner. 45 seconds past the timer.
No!
Could be good news for not today. Get that Aegis, get that cheese, suck it on down while you're trying to break the high ground. That's the way to do it. 5 out of 598 teams in Pro Dota have come back from a 20k plus gold deficit at 45 minutes. Good golly gracious, Slacks. We're at that deficit right now.
Oh,
Oof.
stats guys are no fun.
What a depressing statistic.
What are you trying to get us to cry over here?
But one based in truth. Shazam is in a world of hurt. They're like that. They inspired that song about being up against a wall with no money.
Good one, Ziori, and we are moving
Damn it!
on.
Oh God,
So
this
close.
mid game, it's just taking it out.
Wait a minute! Old Chicken! He's gonna TP away,
And
actually!
he TP's home.
Whoa! Faceless Void Courier! Who would have thought? Oh!
Get him,
Meanwhile-
Void.
Thanks. Mid lane, put the meteor down. That guy sure does like meatballs, but there's no spaghetti to be had. Just
A
creeps.
little bit of spice. I was listening to Spice Girls earlier.
Oh God! Don't tell people that.
You know that music really. It's hard to imagine a
Does it
time
speak
when
to
that was
you?
popular.
Well, you know, if you want to be my lover, you gotta get with my friends.
Make it last forever, because friendship never ends. I know all the
True
words.
that, brother.
I was singing it at the Christmas party I went to yesterday or the day before. Great, good stuff. Good times
stuff.
were had. Yay for Christmas. Come on, not today. You can do it. Break that high ground.
Finish
No,
the
they're
game.
gonna wait for Roche. They really are. It's another 2 minutes. So buckle your seatbelt slacks because
I'm
they're gonna wait
buckled.
for Roche.
I'm ready for the party. Here we go. Strapped in, baby. Meanwhile, mid lane, nothing going on. Top lane, a little push from baby Ritsu.
All right, slacks. What was your favorite change in this patch?
Me?
Yeah.
I like that they
Oh.
didn't touch Omni Knight in any fashion. He was untouched. No
Really?
change
That's
was
good.
my favorite change. I have to say the Coddle. Incredible changes. I love the new Coddle.
All right.
He's
all right.
great. I'm
get
thinking he's
behind
going to
that.
be picked up in competitive, man.
I really like
It's
that
too
Tide
good.
Hunter change, dude. I keep gushing people, and they don't even know what's going on because it's coming from so far away. Uh-oh, up top.
Oh, shit.
They're going in on the Ember Spirit. Whoa, the Echo Slam. That's a pretty good one. Now they're relocated, though. Mason, he's cornered on the backside. There's your RP on the old chicken. Brax will be the first to fall. Mason, he's stuck in the trees. He's doomed up. It's a twofer, and the top lane is not today, making another triumphant hold. They relocate back towards the bottom lane. He takes the Doom with him. Oh, gosh, Bane, you silly Willy, going in deep.
Oh,
It'll be
man.
okay.
Could be bad, though. We could have a double buyback. Echo Slam is down, so I don't know what that buyback is going to be able to do. And oh, no! Don't go chasing waterfalls, because they're about to be getting out of here. Oh, bye.
Oh, baby. Lincolns will get popped. And Not Today will just back out. Again, this very controlled play that we talked about, Slacks. 2 buybacks, that's good enough for them. Magnus, how's he itemizing here? He's going for the refresher. He's got 1 Perseverance, 1900 gold. We're going to have double RP out on the field before too long. Then we'll see how that cookie crumbles. Roshan coming up in a matter of seconds. And oh, how bittersweet. Goody walks into the pit, misses it. And then the big boy with the hat pops back into the game. That's
a nice stat. Thank you. See, now that's a kind stat that we could get behind, not depressing. There you go.
Yay.
Yay! Stats people aren't real
Wild.
people, so you have to give them direction. They don't understand. They're like observers.
That's people are people too.
Do you want to get muted by any chance?
Uh-oh.
Rotated on the top lane.
Relocate.
Goodbye. Oh,
Mason gets sliced and diced. I heard
Magic's
Blood Elf
good.
is good this time of year.
yeah, man. Goodness gracious. Why won't they just end? I mean, it's 30-13.
Dude, they are
What do we-
playing with their food before they eat it, you know? Like, why did the Japanese keep hunting whales? They don't need to, but they do it because they like it,
He says.
you know? But
He said that
is
Not
just-
Today has some cultural reasons as to why they won't end this goddamn game.
No, not at all. They're playing with their food before they eat it. Here we go. MSS, glimpse back in the mid. All Frosty's going to get hit by the fiery sword of the Ember Spirit. They're going to melt that snowman faster than Frosty in a sauna.
Wow-wee. Bottom lane, could it finally be? Yes! The right clicks are there. I cannot see any reason why they would not be able to take this, and they decide to hit the buildings! Woohoo! Oh, Echo Slam coming out on chicken! He says, no dinner for you today! BKBs are popped! Whoa, there is a very good
There's
RP.
an
That will
That's
do
it. The good game's called. The RP demoralizes them into tapping out. My
We didn't get to
gosh,
see
that'll
one
be it.
Rax go down? There it is.
Knockout.
Got it.
In the late rounds, 50 minutes. Not today. Take out Team Shazam. So our little 3-team round-robin tiebreaker here, Slacks, really heats up with Shazam going 1-1. We'll see if Not Today can do it coming up in our 3rd and final matchup.
Woo!
My God, what a great game. I have to say that Magnus played one hell of a match. I was a little suspicious, a little bit cynical early on about the offlane Magnus, but he ended that game with a fantastic record, 4-1-14. His farm was fabulous. He got an early Blink Dagger. They gave him some priority in the jungle. He turned up the heat, man. He really had some big plays, and of course the Ember Spirit ended up picking up all the kills, but just a great strategy from Not Today altogether. I love the way they maximized on their auras. As we talked about, Slacks, it's all about that aura life.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, we were pretty critical of them. We were also critical of Shazam's strategy, and what do you know, we were right. So sometimes it's okay to be a little critical. But yeah, great plays by the Magnus, though. Without him, none of that would have happened. So what a
All right,
man.
well, way to hop aboard the bandwagon. I like
Well,
it.
what do you
Okay,
want
so
me to say?
we're gonna have a
Magnus
short
sucked? It was fucking great!
It's good. It's good. So we're going to have a break here, guys. We're going to come back. We're going to bring in our stats guy as well as our production master, and we're going to talk about that game in our post-game show. Stick around because Canada Cup Season 6 continues tonight here in Group D Tiebreakers.